What is going on YouTube? This is Senpai Sales here, and today we're doing a deck profile on my first place water deck or Atlantean Mermails. So pretty much what I changed with this deck up was I really wanted to make it more of a turbo based deck where I just wanted to OTK as quick as possible. Now pretty much what I changed up in it is I just took out the spear and everything, but you guys will find out what my changes are right now. So to start it off, of course we still play the 3 Atlantean Prince. Prince is by far the best card in this deck. He's a pot of greed, and yeah, he's insanely good. Next we play 3 Megalo. Megalo is the beat stick. He is the MVP. He helps you win games practically by OTKing so quick. And I still do play 3 Inventory. Some people have cut this card down to 2. I just feel if you cut this down to 2, you're going to be lacking resources. So I feel 3 is mandatory still. Next, we play the 2 Dragoons. If I could play 3 of this, I would. This card is so good, and there's a reason why it's semi-limited. And of course we play the 2 infantry marksmen to snipe back row and get over any other cards that might be a problem to you that you're kind of worried about. So I like marksman at 2. At 3 he was a little cloggy, and sometimes I'll draw multiple copies of him, so I like him at 2 right now. Next we play 2 Mermail Abystius. I don't really play the heavy Mermail lineup, so I don't feel that running 3 is a great idea. But after looking at some deck profiles this weekend, a lot of people have been playing the lead. So I feel like maybe I should play the 3 Abystius and the 1 lead, but right now I'm going with a Undying build. So, and it worked out really well. I played 3 Monarch, jeepers, what else did I play? 3 Monarch, a Lightsworn, and I'm trying to think. Oh, a Lightsworn and a Majespecter. So it are like a Majespecter Magician. So it worked out. So yep, 2 Abystius, and of course to follow that up is 2 Gun, just to renew and get back your resources from the graveyard to special summon. It's pretty good. And next, I was talking about it earlier. I played 2 Undying and the 1 controller. I am thinking about boosting the Undying up to 3 because it's just so good. It's practically another Prince, except you don't get a search off his effects, but it's really good. I like it a lot, and I'm happy I played it. Even though, actually, to be honest, I didn't make... usually when I would draw Undying, I would draw Prince as well, so it was kind of weird. But I'm glad I had him because, you know, if I didn't have Prince's effect going off, or if something happened to Prince, I would have a backup, so I liked it. And of course, you played a 1 controller. Some people can play 2. It's not that big of a resource to me, or this engine, so I'm only playing 1. Next, we're playing the 1 Pike. I still feel he's the best Mermail monster in general. Like for the lower ones, like Gun's really good too, but you never want to normal summon Gun. Pike is really good, and I think he's better than Lyn and Surge, so yep. Next we also play for the other 2 water monsters, 1 Diva and 1 Moon and Glacia, just because they're pretty key cards to the deck, so yeah. Next, the only 2 hand traps I play in the main deck are 2 Effect Veiler. I just feel Effect Veiler is the most versatile in this format right now. Maxi, I use it. I used it for a while, and it just never worked out for me. I would never get the draws. They would just stop. And when I feel I want to go second, and I feel I want to go second, and I draw for my 6th card of Maxi, that does not help me at all. So Effect Veiler is really good, so it helped out a lot. Just, you know, the little Monarchs, I would just Effect Veiler that, or anything that they had for a play, Effect Veiler it was really good. So, yep, that's it for the monster lineup. Next we play 3 Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion, by far, you need to play at 3 in the stack. The Norden plays to Abyss Dwellers or Bahamut Sharks are crazy, including Dragoons, so yeah, you must play 3. And I said this is more of a turbo engine, so that's why we play 3 Upstart. Upstart is by far really mandatory in this build. I really, really like it. I would not cut it at all. I'm happy I played this build because so many times in locals I would not have the best hand for my 5 or 6, and I would just play that Upstart, and I would either draw like a 1-for-1 or Undyne or a Prince, and it worked out so much, and I'm so thankful that I played it. Next, a lot of people have been doing this recently, but I feel it actually is really mandatory, is to play 2 Chalice in the main deck. True to the 400 attack bonus, but practically you're going to be fighting over them anyway. Now, this card is really good against Monarchs, just for the fact that you can out Vanity Fiend, you can out Majesty Fiend by this. It negates the effects, so that allows you to carry on with your plays that you want to practically OTK them as quick as possible. So, Chalice was so good, and I would not take it out. That card might even be bumped up to 3, that's how good it is. I'd rather play this, actually, than Effect Veiler, just for the fact that you can use this on either player's turn, so it's so good. It's so good. Next, we play 2 Dark Hole and the 1 Raigeki. This is just for, again, clearing boards so you can get to OTK as quick as possible. So, yeah. And then for the last 1 spells, we play 1 double normal summon. And this card, double summon, would be taken out for the 3rd Gen X Undyne, just an FYI. The Mizuki, it's really good. And, yeah, it's just insane. 1-1-for-1. And the 1 Salvage. Salvage came in clutch, too. It won me, like, 2 games, so it was really good. Because practically I would open it first hand with a Prince, and pretty much I had, like, enough materials to make Megalo. And once I made Megalo, I would play Salvage and go for another Megalo, so it was pretty crazy. Or Moon and Glacia. That's it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck, we play the 2 Norden. That's pretty self-explanatory. 1 Tatsunoko. He was really, really good. He helped me make Trish twice, so yeah. I didn't make Trish at all without him, so it was pretty good. And this card, Herald of the Arc Light. That card came in so MVP clutch. Practically, they had the Monarch Trap card in the graveyard, but they were not able to bring it out because I overlaid this with an inventory I synchroed this by the Diva and inventory. And once I had this on board before I started attacking, they knew they were screwed because all I had to do was negate it. It was so good. This guy, I don't even know what his name is, Derwin, Tiger King, Ice Barrier guy. He's pretty good. I just never went into him though, sadly. But if I would have played maybe more of a Cosmo matchup or something, I probably would have, but I didn't play him at all. And again, with this guy, I think I went into him 1 time just to get over a big Lightsworn synchro. So, yep. And of course, the 1 Trish, because it's Trish. Next, we play the 1 Trite and the 1 Bahamut Shark and the 2 Abyss Dweller. This is a pretty standard lineup. Actually, I was debating on taking out the 2nd Dweller just to try out this card. It's called Snowdust Giant. Pretty much, it says once per turn you can detach 1 XC material from this card, reveal any number of water monsters from your hand, and place that many ice counters on face-up monsters on the field. Non-water monsters on the field lose 200 attack for each counter. So I felt that was pretty good for another, Monarch out, or not Monarch out, what's it called? Oh, Cosmo out. But I feel if I wanted to play something like that, maybe I should just play Diamond Crab King, but who knows? I'm going to try it out next week, so we'll see. And of course, we play one Castell and one Silent Honor Arc. Really good cards for this deck. Even though I never go into either of them, but they come up sometimes. And for the only two level 7s, we play one Gaios. Making him against Cosmos or Monarchs is really key. So, and Red Eyes Flare Dragon, he just pretty much, if you can't OTK with the cards you have, you should usually have an Abystius on board, or an Abystius and a Megalo or 2 Megalo, and just go into Red Eyes Flare and burn them for game. So that's the extra deck. And quickly brief over the side deck. I don't want this video to get too long. We play 3 Twin Twister. It's just really good for sniping back row. I would usually side 2 against Monarchs, but I'm feeling like that's not the best idea. But yeah, I side 2 against Monarchs. I would side 3 against BA. Maybe side 3 against what's it called, Pepe or Draco Pals. So yep. 2 Imperial Iron Wall for any Cosmo, or what's the other deck? It's Infernites, yeah, Infernites. And then 2 Ghost Ogre for Pepe, 2 Mexi also for BA, and any pretty much rogue deck. 3 Gores for Cosmo and Namir, and 3 Mask of Restrict for Monarchs. So yeah, guys, that's the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of the deck profile in the comments down below.